everybody. Welcome to the new normal. I'm your host, Lisa Davis, aka Like Queen Lisa. Today is a Truth Tuesday, so Sean's going to be joining us, and we have a special treat for you. Our buddy Joe Rhodes from WBRT or Dragon Chain, you also know him from Dragon Chain, will be joining us to talk about a project that just launched that we're excited to tell you guys about. So we'll be right back with Satoshi Sean, everybody's friend, right after this. Welcome back. Joe, is it Roots or Rhodes?
It's either. The family says Rhodes, so.
Okay, thank you.
So that is Rhodes.
I've been calling you Joe Rhodes for years, and then the other day I heard it on an interview. Somebody called you Roots, and I was like, "What?"
Yeah, I think I've heard that. No, it's actually Joe Dragon now too, so I should say that.
Again. Oh, there we go. We'll just stay.
I just learned that that's a pet peeve of mine. When people don't pronounce their own name right. I had a friend of mine, his last name was Honig, and people be like, is it Honig or Honig or Honig? He goes, hey, whatever, I don't care. It doesn't matter. I was like, maybe it doesn't matter. It's your name.
It would matter.
Yeah, it matters.
Yeah.
But, I'm seen. So I've had people argue with me about that. Like,
really?
It's Sean. No, it's not. Yes, it is. It's Irish. It's Sean.
Seen and not heard, huh?
Nope, it's Seen. Your name is Seen. S-E-A, Seen. It's pronounced Sean. No, it's not.
Seen and not heard. Well, Joe, you have had a lot going on over at Dragon Chain.
Yep.
Exciting stuff. You guys had a victory over the evil dark ones. Really happy to hear that there is some goodness and hope in the world.
Yeah.
That was really good to hear. And then pretty quickly after that, you rolled out the new project with the NFTs, with the dragons, which that was really exciting. The dragon eggs and the keys. And that's an ongoing project. So there's new seasons with that and launches. People can still be a part of that.
Yep.
Any updates on that project?
Yeah, we've had, it's great success so far. We're almost through the 4th regular season. So we had a Genesis season, then we went through four cycles so far, and every cycle has sold more than the cycle before it. And, they've been growing considerably in the number of sales. And then we just opened the marketplace last week, and it's doing remarkably well. We've had, we've had a lot of dragons and eggs and keys change hands, and there are a lot of really crazy rarities in there and stuff. So it's been going really amazingly especially for the state of the economy and the state of the crypto economy.
Yeah.
So we're pretty happy with it. And it's pretty early, like say that there has been, I would say 0, but we did just finish, or maybe we almost finished with $400 worth of sponsorship of this one show where they do stuff where they bring a bunch of projects in. But generally, we did all of that with almost 0 marketing budget so far. So it's.
I think it's kind of a testament to what you've always said for years about the control, the government in period, but especially the SEC and all the regulations and lack of clarity and all that it really stifles innovation. Yeah. Literally, like the minute that Dragon Chain had won the case, it was everything's took off. Behind the scenes, that's the whole reason why we couldn't start Meme Asylum 2 years ago.
Yeah,
is because you couldn't, and then everyone we talked to that they were scared. Yeah, like, I don't know, I'm kind of nervous about it. So it was a frustrating time. And that's why I kind of got put on hold, because it was just it was stifled. It literally, this is proof, you
Yeah.
know. And then as soon as it's over, you know, Drakari is launching, Meme Asylum's launching, things are moving quickly.
Yep. Yeah. It's interesting, right?
There's definite validation, definite.
It's why they do it though.
Yeah.
So,
Get in the way. So the latest project is, like Sean mentioned, Meme Asylum. And I know on WBRT, World Blockchain Roundtable, the second half, we have open discussion usually about politics or current events, and you play or there's a role of memes that play in the
Oh, yeah.
background. Kind of
Yep.
goes hand in hand.
Of course.
That. So tell us a little bit about like the emphasis of Meme Asylum, how that came about, and what that project is.
Cool. So basically, you know, the main goal was to find something as a pattern that would potentially retain some of what is good about the meme coin world, which is, you know, the communities and maybe having fun without as much serious
Here, Lisa,
stuff going on,
sharing
right?
it.
Thank you.
And that, you know, essentially we wanted to put something together that would retain some of that, but fix the parts that were bad, which was, you know, is basically that every time a meme coin comes out, you pretty much have to expect it to rug all of its users, you know, hot potato style. And, you know, because you never know when it'll happen. And, you know, I think what we did was, you know, we went back and forth a bunch. What was it, Sean? It's probably like a year and a half.
Yeah, about a year and a half. Yeah.
Yeah. And it seemed to be promising. And so we started, you know, delving in deeper and running different scenarios. But essentially what we do is we have a couple of mechanisms that both prevent the typical form of rugging from happening, but then also put in a whole bunch of behavioral components into the economy or into the game itself, where people are incentivized to not do the bad things they might normally do, you know, in a meme coin world, and to have a choice when let's say a community doesn't live up to what it's expected to be, right? You might go into a meme coin community and then you realize, you know, and then the only way out is to sell your meme coins typically, right? You know, and we have a liquidity pool there. So you can do that. But the great thing about it is instead of selling them, especially if the price is down or something, you can just burn them and regenerate the main platform token and start over and just, you know, okay, I'll just go in next cycle. I'll just burn all mine over here. And everybody who's in that community that wants to stay there is happy because, you know, you didn't dump it. You just reduce the supply. And you know, then if the incentive is to hold as long as possible, because the more people exit, the higher the multiplier will be if you want to reverse burn. So it's kind of I don't know, it's an interesting thing, and there's a whole bunch of really cool components to it, and
definite cool components, and
Yeah.
a lot of, I use the word crazy a lot instead of interesting. Every time I do, everybody says, "Oh, that's part of the psychological experiment." But basically, it's what the problem me and Lee saw, you know, years ago, was that meme coins are just, and to put it super simple, they were very centralized. That especially with this launch pad that we were, you know, part of, which was a good idea. It was supposed to vet projects and then launch them on their launch pad, and they had this huge community that they built with like 40,000 people. But what they did is they would just be in league with this project or do it themselves, and then their community would put all this money in and they would rug them. But then they would come back like 2 weeks later. It's like, oh, we got a new coin. We just looked at it, and the community would be like, okay, we'll try it again. And they would rug them again. So it's like went through
addicts.
3 or 4 times, yeah. And they kept getting less and less. So they were stealing like tens of thousands of dollars in the, later coins.
Yep.
And I told Lee, I was like, dude, the hardest thing to do in crypto is to build the community. These morons had it.
Yeah.
And they wasted it
They blow it every time. It's
they
crazy.
wasted it on tens of thousands of dollars when they could have made millions. They were there. You've crossed this threshold. You've got 40,000. You're about to take off,
Yep.
and they could have made so much more money if they just would have done it legit. So what we did, just decentralized it. And basically Joe and others have built this amazing mechanism where all of the power is with the community. The community votes on the coin. The community puts the coins up and introduces them. Anybody can make a meme coin and put it up on the cycle. Then they vote, and you vote by burning your ECT tokens. So you have to buy the tokens. And this goes against what Joe usually talks about, but this is designed to make money. It's designed to make money and make it so that you can't get rugged, to give power to the community to control it, all aspects of it. So they burn the token, but then once the vote is over, you can mint the token. So there's not any more of the meme coin ever made. And then you can mint back your ECT. You get a multiplier. And also it incentivizes people to be involved in the community, because the earlier you're involved, the more you're involved, the bigger the multiplier is. And then once the meme coin's there, like Joe said, the longer you hold it, the more you get if you burn it. So you're trying to hold on while other people are selling it or burning it to to get their ECT back and get more ECT. And then you get a bigger multiplier. But in all honesty, with the market, you could create a coin that could take off and be worth more than the original, than ECT. It'd be like if Bitcoin Cash went up to $200,000, and it's, a fork of Bitcoin. So that could happen. But it's not. And we could, which I've talked to Joe about this, we could have projects come to us, even like fundraisers, like I talked to you about, Lisa. But they would have to go to the community and ask. It's not a centralized thing where this other place should be like, okay, we'll introduce you, and then we're going to make a cut of the money. It's not. We have no power. We have to vote just like everybody else. We have to go through the whole same process. So a project comes to us and says, hey, we're this coin. We want to do this. We have this use case, whatever. And then it just gets put up like everyone else. And then the community votes on it. If they win, then it gets minted. But they have no more control than the rest of the community. They have to vote just like everyone else. They can only mint as much coins as they vote for. That's how it all works.
And then the community members would have that same value depending on how much ECT they had voted with.
Right. Yeah. And also like I said, it's gamified to get the community involved and staying involved. So if you vote like the first day, you would get at the minting, you would get a lot more higher multiplier.
Yep.
And then every day later you go in, it goes down a little bit. So, and when you mint, you can also mint back some ECT. So you get back everything that you burned in voting, plus you get the meme coin.
Yeah.
So it's kind of the best of,
Yeah.
So you're increasing your platform coin, and you're getting the meme coin.
Interesting.
Yep.
Which Joe can show you and explain it better, but I'm just
I would love for him to, because I was thinking
about it.
Then you could also come up with use case for outside of the platform for your, and I don't know, I'm asking a question, not making a statement, I guess, or would it benefit to come up with a use case for your meme coin? Like if I did one for Team Mighty and went to the community and said, hey, we're going to have an event coming up, but I'd like to use this platform. And come up, do the presentation. We're going to have this upcoming event. Please go get your meme coins if you believe in this. If it ends up funding the project for us to have the meetup event, whatever, and, support this family member or this friend who's struggling with cancer or whatever, because we usually do one every year to honor my daughter, and then we help somebody in the community. And then if that's enough to do the event or whatever, then the community would say yes, they'd mint the coins. Boom, it funds the event or whatever. And then those people could spend their meme coins to attend the event, which then those funds could be burned for ECT, which then we could donate to the person who is struggling with cancer in their life or whatever.
I'm sorry. I was waiting for Joe to show it. I'm the one that's showing it.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
These are the coins.
I don't know. I might have to walk through all that again.
This is the cycle. We have 8 days, 22 hours left. These are the coins. Dog and Padded Room is the current leader at 3.8 million that have been voted and burned. You have Base Rot Puppy Coin at 1.8 million. FOMO Frodo, which I think is cool. Drewski Rugman released the Epstein List coin, 283. Why you laughed at?
So these are projects, people in the community that have come up with ideas.
These are memes.
This is actually my coin. I'm the one that made this one.
Oh, are you? See, okay.
Yeah, it's the only one she laughed at. Okay.
All right.
So you go here to vote. You can vote whatever your ECT is. It shows you the wallets that have voted, and then it shows you the.
I'm pretty sure I voted on it.
But you can put a much bigger, like, I really like this FOMO Frodo. Like you would put in here all the stuff you want to put about it. To kind of your pitch on why everyone should vote for it. And this was nominated almost, I think it was like yesterday. It says 23rd, but it's probably some other part of the country on the 23rd. So it hasn't even been there that long. But at the end of the cycle, then, if this one is here is the winner, then this will be the one that gets a.
And in the cycle, there's one winner.
Right. One winner. And if no one else votes, everything stops. There'll be 3.8 million of these issued. Right, Joe, or am I wrong?
Okay, say again. Like
let's say this is the end. We're 8 days later from now.
Yeah.
Everything's over, and there's been 4 million votes for this. It wins.
Okay.
So now walk us through what happens.
Okay. So anybody who voted on anything, while you're voting, you're positioning yourself for that multiplier, right? So you could vote on the winner, or you could vote on the loser, and it doesn't change your positioning. So if let's say you voted on release the Epstein files, as everyone should, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that it doesn't win because everybody knows that won't win, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it'll be suppressed. Is that right, Sean? Is that what?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'll say.
One way or another. Let's say you got up to a 3x or a 4x, and you were voting on that one, but it doesn't win, and you have your 4x multiplier. That one isn't going to be created. The only one's created is, let's say, Dog and Padded Room wins. Mm-hmm. So you can come in, and even if you hate the meme, you still should mint some because you have a multiplier, right? So, if you were in the vote, you can come in and you can mint that meme during the second phase of the cycle. So another 14 days after it ends, after the selection happens. And you can use your multiplier to burn as many as you can of the ECT to mint. But you can only mint up to the amount that you voted. Right. Okay. So if you burned 100,000 and you got, let's say you burned a million and you got a 4x multiplier, you're going to want to make sure you have 1 million to burn to mint in order to fully get your, the value of that multiplier. And even if you hate it, then you can immediately burn it back into ECT.
Right.
And so, you might hold some and burn some back or whatever. And it's, kind of an economic puzzle or game. And
I may have missed this. Can you vote on more than one meme per
Yes.
Yes.
cycle?
Yeah, you can vote as many times on as many as you want. Yeah, and and it's intentional that your total burn amount is what positions you for that multiplier.
So in essence, if you, let's say you love the meme, so you voted burnt a million, so you can, and you got a 3x multiplier, so now you have 3 million of that coin, which you think it's going to go up. You could have utility. So, but if it doesn't, or you hate it, you could burn them, and you now have what tripled your ECT.
Right.
Yeah.
So the ECT supply is going to be crazy. I'm hoping to see a chart on it after we get things moving, because this the supply is going to go up and down like crazy, and it'll be fun to watch. And and I mean, and you do always still have the chance to sell or buy from that liquidity pool that's on each. Every meme will have its own liquidity pool when it's minted. So some people will probably want to buy it so that they can burn or hold ready for the supply halving, because every time the supply goes down by half of the meme, your reverse burn multiplier doubles. So it'll go 1x all the way up to 32x, right? So it's pretty cool. But you're going to have to, the thing is, in order to get to any of the later multipliers, I think the 1x, obviously, the 2x, in some cases, the 4x might be possible without tapping into the liquidity pool. But if you want anything higher than that 2 or 4x, you would have to go buy from the liquidity pool, meaning, the meme itself is going to be more valuable. So if you could potentially exit that way too. So it'll be kind of.
Why don't you explain simply, after you've minted Dog and Padded Room, how you get the multiplier on the burn afterwards?
Well, you have to wait.
You said it can go up to 32x. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to wait first until the entire minting phase is done, because we have to know what the total mint supply is. So that 14 days in the second phase passes. So at the end of the full cycle, now you can reverse burn. And at first, it's just going to be 1x until half of the original tokens are burned. So you could immediately go in, and there's an interface when the project is there. There's a window, and you can basically either access, purchase, or sell into the liquidity pool, and there's another tab for a reverse burn. And the reverse burn, you just say how much you want to burn, you sign the transaction, and you get ACT, right? And when the supply drops to half of what the original supply was, at that point, all of the reverse burns will be 2x, and then when that halves, it'll be 4x. And so throughout the process, you have to think how, I think it's what, five halvings is what is accounted for there, up to 32x. So you should get a really tight squeeze on the supply of those meme tokens to get to that value. And I don't know, it'll be fun. It'll be interesting. And the supply is going to be nuts for the ECT, because people will be multiplying it, but there are extra little games in it. And if you read the white paper, we do mention like NFTs. We have some really interesting ideas where there will be character NFTs that you'll be able to use to affect the gameplay. So it'll be crazy. It'll be live up to the name, I hope.
We're also looking at reward NFTs, because right now the person comes up with this, they use the creativity, they use their ECT, they made this coin, they submitted it, and they win. They don't really get anything extra. So we're looking at getting the winner of whoever makes the winning meme coin gets a NFT. Um, and then also you can show. Oh, see, I keep saying here. Hold on. Let me show the profile. So the person's profile like shows you we have achievements. So and they're set up for like long term.
Yep.
So as they get certain achievements, people can get an NFT. We're looking at like awards
Oh, cool.
that you could show
Like
and
Boy
have by your
Scout
name.
badges or whatever.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. And you can look at like if you go back to the nominations, you can see the patient list. If you go back one screen, and yeah, after it loads at the top, if you go up a tiny bit, no, not there.
Yeah, I'd have to go this way because it's
up right. No, it's on the tab at the very top of the screen there.
Okay, what?
Right above the puppy coin. By the way, vote puppy coin.
Yeah, patient list.
Yeah, patient list. It's a leaderboard, so it's essentially you can see the the multipliers for all the. And right now, because the way it's broken down, you can look at the white paper for the details, but that it's not an even split. So it's based upon the total amount, and it averages the last two high values in order to set this reference average. And from that, it's split into quarters. And so each of the quarters is going to be a 2.1, a 2.25, a 3, and a 4x. And that's the minting multiplier, right? And then you can look at the timing multiplier to the right of that based upon what day people voted on. And you can see the total. So I don't know. It's kind of interesting, very, very crazy. And just a couple of days ago, there were 3 or 4 people in the Q4, which is the 4X, but now there is only 1. So I'm hoping more people bump up their votes. But so it's fun. I don't know. It's really a crazy project, and it's amazing to see it launched and moving along. And I mean, really good community already. And this is just the very first cycle, and everybody's still, I think, kind of try to understand everything, right?
Yeah, there's links below in the description on my channel. Just if you guys join the Telegram, follow us on X. But it's very, like Joe said, it really is fun. I Am For I Am is real super active, and he gets to let loose, which he doesn't get to do in other places, and he's a funny guy. But yeah, it allows people to be creative, have some fun. Also, if it's not basically illegal, we're told we're all free speech like absolutists. So if it's offensive, it doesn't matter, as long as it's not like against the law. It's we're
and if you can show the white paper, I want to show people. It's probably the most interesting white paper. It's definitely the most interesting white paper I've ever worked on. I have it shared. I have it shared here. If you have it,
you do.
I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right. It's all right.
I'm just waiting for Sean to pull it up. Oh, hold on. I have to remove Sean's.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So it is, it's full of interesting. What would you say, Sean? What would you guys call this? Essentially, yeah, it's writings from
Easter eggs.
So yeah, so it's pretty cool stuff.
The stuff in the background is from Psychos.
Yeah,
like the Unabomber, and it's like their actual, manifestos, their writings, and their pictures.
And it's pretty. I mean, it's pretty well laid out. I think it's like you can read it. Like all the formulas are very simple, compared to a lot of things that in crypto. So some very straightforward stuff, and as we have some roadmap pieces and other cool things. So that's about it. Yeah.
Commit yourself to the meme asylum. I love that. That's cute.
Yes. And it is a voluntary commitment, by the way. You're just a self. Oh yeah, I forgot we even had this in here. Yeah. So, it's crazy stuff, right? But you have to admit yourself. So
Crazy stuff at the asylum.
yeah. But I don't know. It'll be really good because I think a couple of key concepts that are serious are in it, and some of the stuff that we're going to be adding is purposely to make it either parts of it controversial or there'll be some things that are definitely fun, but there'll be some things that will be crazy. So it'll be a good balance.
Yeah, I think it's what meme coins should have been. It's what I think Satoshi would have wanted them to be. It's fun, it's creative, and it's peer to peer. It's not centralized. It's the most decentralized aspect of meme coin development there is. Since like Doge, since it's because meme coin's kind of been taken over, and it's so weird that the focus is on increasing your bag and really making money, being creative, but it's not centralized or there's not losers. Everyone is kind of in it together, and like I said, it's a lot of fun.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to go read the white paper and play around with it. And I do like the whole where there's the is it based on weeks, the timing, in
fact, the very first cycle started on a new moon, and it will end, and the minting cycle will start on the full moon for the whole lunacy aspect. And that should, give or take, that should repeat over time. It might.
One more thing we really should go over is that it's built on Base.
Built on Base.
Yes, built on Base.
On Base. Okay.
Base, which is great for builders and the smart people. But it is a little difficult because you have to have Base for gas. You can't use Ether. You have to have that. Crypto.com doesn't even have Base. Very annoying. But if the gas fees are so low that what did we looked at, Joe, like $1.50 would probably last you a year and a half.
Yeah, if you were pretty
active. A lot of transactions. It's about a tenth of a penny per transaction. So
it's really cheap.
$1
really
would get you 1,000.
We've been pretty impressed with it. I mean, the tools are very good. We're still trying to learn where all the communities are. We have a couple of people that know more than me for sure about that. But and yeah, I mean the fees are really low, and if you go in to something like Rabby Wallet, or there are a few others that you can do a swap directly in a wallet. I mean, that's what I did. I just
like a bridge, yeah.
Also,
we are looking at adding multi chains. There will be the other different chains, but that's coming, and we're probably going to make that crazy as well.
Yes, that model is. I'm not telling anyone what it is, but it's very different than
That's why I said that specifically.
Crypto world will do. Yeah, it's going to be more fun, and it'll be way better. So
that's one of the things, because I love Joe. Joe is like one of my best friends, especially in crypto and just in general. And to see just him let loose with this project has been, with his genius, it's been pretty cool. And then seeing everything come together and everybody it working, it's just so satisfying and cool.
Yes.
We've built this like nice, like a very involved community. See everybody voting and everything working, and it's just super cool.
Yep. Yeah. Well, now thanks for having us.
Absolutely.
And what is it? 9 days left? Is that right? Right, Sean?
Yeah, about 9 days. 8 days and 22 hours.
Right on. Okay. Yeah. You have enough time. Oh, and ECT is still cheap. It is 1/4 cent per ECT, and you can purchase it directly. You might even show that you can purchase it directly on the site. And
it was.
You do need what is it? You need Base.
You need Base. You can buy ETH or USDC. Right now, of course, ETH is cheapest. And we might. We were supposed to adjust the ETH price to reset it because it went down so much, but we haven't had time to do it. So We'll probably do it next week. So you should buy some as soon as you can.
And buy it with the base ETH because you get a bonus. Yeah.
Yep.
It's basically, I think it's like $1 per 1,000 now that you
Yep.
can get. So
Yeah,
something like that.
that's
or something
good.
close.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Commit yourself.
While
to
we've been
this.
talking, Dog and Padded Room has went up to 4 million.
Oh my.
Crazy. Well, all I have to say is vote Puppy Coin, and Puppy Coin should win.
And
But it doesn't matter.
Release
Doesn't
the
matter.
Epstein list has went up as well.
Has it? See,
Yeah,
it deserves to be much higher.
went up 13,000.
Right on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna vote more on it too. Am I in the lead on it? I need to find that out. I'll look and see. I'm in the lead on a couple of them, but maybe not. Maybe not the Epstein one. I'm gonna give you an update real quick here. Let's see here. Drewski. I don't know who Drewski is, by the way. I don't know what
Well,
that.
you can read his thing. He was Drewski is the mullet messiah, born on July 4th, 1991, Daytona Beach, Florida. Fireworks were his midwife.
Huh.
Drewski Johnson, self-anointed mullet messiah, was conceived in a field of Daytona
Yes,
International
yeah.
Speedway during a rainy day. Who Drewski was is this guy, but he's a black comic, and he did whiteface.
Oh, I think
White face and white body.
I still don't
And then
understand.
he went to Daytona, and he acted like a super redneck.
I'm the
And-
number 2 voter on Release the Epstein list, so
Okay.
I've been overtaken. Somewhere an hour ago.
Yes,
An
probably
hour ago.
probably me. Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
Voted on it.
Now I know who you are. Right on. Okay. Do you have it? Have you budgeted enough? That's something you need. Yes, looks like you budgeted enough. Okay. Just make sure. Like, hey, make sure everybody, if you were to burn 500 and position yourself, you better make sure you still have that you have another 500
Burn.
to mint.
To
right?
then mint. Okay,
Yeah, 'cause
that's
if
good
you-
advice.
Yeah, if you vote and then have 0 ECT to mint, you're not going to be able
You
to get
can't
anything.
go and then buy more ECT after
You
the
can.
vote.
Yeah, you can.
Oh yeah,
Oh, you
you can buy
can,
more
okay.
ECT at any time. Yeah,
You just
So,
can't vote if you don't have it, so you'd have to go buy some more.
Yeah. Oh, and if you don't vote, like say if you saw there's some meme and you were just on vacation or something, you don't get any multiplier, but you can always mint during the mint phase, 14 days. You can always get a 1x. You can always still mint. So
There you go.
You can always get your coins back.
And is there any notification, or can you set up notification on the website of hey, let me know when it's the new season?
it's all like pretty pure Web3. So it's just you could set up something yourself, but the
Okay.
website doesn't do anything. Yeah.
Okay, but you can
You
set
are-
some-
could-
something
you-
in your
you-
calendar.
we do have several channels on Telegram. There is an
Yes.
announcement channel.
Oh, okay.
So there's
Yeah.
also you can
Notification.
earn free ECG and USDC.
Yes.
That's a task that we have. We have Zeely, and we have some other ones
Yeah.
where you just have to do a task. And I think the one guy got like 150 in USDC and like 500 or 1,000 ECT.
Oh,
He's
cool.
the leader for last week. So yeah,
And I mean that stuff is really good, especially to kind of grow the community, get people to see it and everything. And we also on X, Meme Asylum X is the handle, and so all of the announcements will go out that way and everything else. So, and maybe we should set up a mailing list or something. I don't know. Right? Yeah.
well, I'll put the link tree, and there's links in the description.
Okay.
Yep.
Check that out in the description on Sean's channel, and I
in
will.
the chat. That's the link tree in the chat.
Okay, there you go.
Right on.
There we
Right on.
go. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for joining us, Joe Dragon.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
We've seen new things being built.
Yep.
Um,
Lots going on.
Good stuff. All right. See you guys next time, and everybody have a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Yes. Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Bye.
Check.